And
What's up, everybody? It is me again, and it is time to lean in, bitch. Welcome to the lean. I'm here with Chase, Jamie, and Danny, and we're here to talk about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 12, episode 7. I don't know what it was called, but I'm gonna call it filler episode, but a good one. I enjoyed the episode in my eyes. What did y'all think about the episode? Just kind of like as a quick point, because I don't know. We've had a lot of drama, but I don't know what I really was expecting. I was expecting the big breakdown. I mean, the big thing between Diana and I shouldn't be saying her name and Sutton. But what did y'all think of the episode?
It was fun.
Yeah,
It was
I
fun. We
enjoy. I
needed.
had fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
We
it
needed.
was like,
every episode can't be just all crazy and
Yeah.
cuckoo, and chaotic. It was honestly the part in person I enjoyed the most. I am so sorry to say was Erika. We're gonna talk about it more in depth, but she actually had me hollering for the moments that I did see, but my TV it messed up for me.
Diana getting stung was my favorite part.
Oh, I loved it. I loved
Okay.
it.
Exactly. Okay. Well, we're gonna talk about it. Of course, if you're watching in the chat or if you're watching the replay, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with all that's going on with the lean. We got 3 shows on right now, and I believe as of tomorrow, and then in 2 weeks later, we'll have 5 shows on at once. So, child, subscribe so you can know what's going on. Lunch and leans are happening. Clearly, if you watched the last one about Miss Madam Diana Jenkins. We did a video on that, myself, Jamie, and Chase. Check that out too. Just be sure to like and keep us in the algorithm, and we be cool, right? Don't be a hater, as Daddy used to say. Don't be a hater. All right. So last week's episode ended off. They're in Mexico. It was kind of the second episode where they were on a trip. Second, and they ended off with a big like blow up between Diana and Sutton. And Sutton came back and apologized for kind of making Diana cry. And it's so funny because last week we talked about it, and I said I kind of felt bad. But after seeing the things that Diana had said recently, I feel bad for feeling bad for her last week because Diana, if you ain't noticed, she has had something against Black content creators.
It must suck.
No matter how she puts it, she has something against us, all of us. I want to correct some because I said all of us, including Jamie. Jamie is not Black. However,
He be
Y'all
in
gonna
black
get
people
me
business.
canceled.
I be in black people business. So you will talk about our sister too, and you better keep it cute, madam.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Happy
yeah,
Juneteenth.
so they start off on the same night with a nightcap in Diana's presidential suite. And the girls just kind of go back to there from dinner. They have a conversation talking about exes, and we learn a little bit more about Kyle and her ex and her ex with I guess what Farrah's father. I didn't know much
Baby
about
daddy.
her past relationship. Yeah, her daddy. Did y'all know much about her past relationship and ex? I don't think I did.
She
But
hasn't spoken a lot about it. They divorced when she was like in mid-20s because they got married.
yeah, I was
young.
trying to look at the picture. I was like, oh, this is old Kyle, baby.
Old.
Old nose,
Yeah.
old face, old everything. But Diana shares her situation with her ex, and from that we kind of see the first little hint of Sutton and Erika kind of chatting and kind of bonding. And I'm just like, okay, maybe Erika really is drunk because she just told this lady a couple episodes ago that she would never give her the time of day, but she give her the time of day. So,
But she's been
like,
trying to give her the time of day.
She's been trying to give it the time.
well, she been trying to get into it with her, but then on the slick side, it seemed like she having more fun with Sutton this trip than anybody on the trip. Because I mean, that's if you all the side scenes is them two kicking on the side. What were y'all thoughts when y'all first saw them like kicking? Because this is the first time it happens. It happens like 2 other times. Every sit down they have, typically they kind of have a little bonding moment. But Jamie.
Just because I'm Team Sutton doesn't mean I will ever forgive Erika for what she did. Ever. On the behalf of all the victims, it's still a fuck Erika.
Okay. Chase?
Listen, one of my favorite things in Housewives or subplots, whatever you want to call it, is drunk housewives on holiday. So Erika, I was all in. It pained me to say it, but eventually I was like, fuck it. She's drunk. I love it. And I want to say that when Sutton and Erika are good, they're good. Because in past seasons, They've been really good together. So it was a relief. It was a breath of fresh air. Now I could take that because we needed a break from Erika trying to come for her every episode. It was old.
Yeah, but like Rinna just said, I actually like seeing them get along. I'm kind of over them fighting.
Yeah.
I agree with Chase. It was refreshing to see. At first, it caught me off guard for like 30 seconds, and then I just rolled with it because I liked it. And I know it's not gonna last, so I'm just like, I'm gonna take it for what it is. This episode,
it may last. You never know. It could. Maybe.
But you don't
think
Erika
it ain't gonna last?
I think Erika's always wanted to like Sutton anyway. So.
Yeah, but I think after Erika, come reunion time when Erika sees these confessionals, it ain't gonna last.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna be nice. Yeah, it's gonna be over. But
well, Erika flip flops. Like she.
Oh, you're right.
She was best of friends with Sutton, and the minute somebody said, "We like seeing y'all together," is there hope? No, we had a good moment, and that's it. We're starting from school. Like, girl, shut up. You were just.
Is that your Erika voice?
That was my Erika voice.
I know.
Thank you. I've been taking classes. I've been taking acting classes.
Actually, Kyle had the best Erika voice in this episode tonight because she was mocking Erika on that boat.
Kyle has. I hate to say it, but I am enjoying Kyle this season.
Yeah.
No, I ain't gonna hate to say that because I'm not.
Wait, you said it, Jayne.
You know I hate to say it.
Jamie, you said you enjoying Kyle this season?
I said, and I think the reason why I'm enjoying it is because Garcelle has taken over as the main producer, and Kyle literally is out of a job. Like, the only thing she does is show up and interact.
Well, her drama is
She's still being messy as fuck.
Garcelle is fresh with it.
I love it.
She pulling fresh.
But I'm enjoying Kyle too. Kyle's funny. When Kyle isn't stirring the pot, she's awkward and funny. Like, she's a loser. And seeing her in group dynamics.
I've never laughed with Kyle. Never.
And Rinna looks so upset that Erika and Sutton are not fighting.
Well, she's pissed.
She couldn't wait. Couldn't wait to say something.
Looking like Harry Hamlin, looking at.
And I just want to say, girl, ain't your mama? Girl, ain't your mama dead?
That little forced scene that they said.
And I do agree that Lois would have wanted her to go on a trip. I do believe that Lois would have said, "Girl, go."
I do.
Yeah.
I mean, because she wasn't spending no time with Lois anyway, except when the cameras were rolling. So.
And big ups to Lois.
Oh my God.
Big ups.
No, I'm enjoying Kenya too on Atlanta. I really am.
Okay. So nothing else came from that scene unless I missed something. If so, call it out. Otherwise, I'll move on. So the next day they are doing a boat yacht situation, but in preparation, the girls kind of like chilling and kind of like having, some drinks and stuff like that. Split up, like kind of another split scene, but the same conversation. You got Crystal, Sutton, and Garcelle talking. And I thought that was very weird considering
when they showed that group.
I was confused. I was like, weren't they just like having a whole moment last night and the day before? And I'm just like, okay, whatever. So Crystal over there talking, they talking about, how Erika and Sutton are bonding. And even though the conversation is about them two, Crystal finds a way to make it about her by saying that, well, you also said I lied. It's like you saying that she lied because, Sutton was explaining how her relationship between her and Erika got to that point, and just kind of talking about what happened last year and how she called her a liar. Crystal says, well, you also called me a liar. And Sutton's like, now wait, we just talked about this yesterday. Now we shouldn't go back. We don't need to go back, do we?
I love that Sutton is not letting up off her neck.
And she basically, once again, she sunned Crystal again.
She dared her to bring it up. She dared her to bring it up. She was like,
and Crystal got the.
No, we're over it. I'm just saying, it's similar. It's similar. Oh, girl, please.
It's also weird to see, like, when Crystal is around Sutton and Garcelle. It's weird to see how she doesn't look like she's having fun, but when she was at the end of the episode, when you saw her sitting next to Diana and Dorit and everything, she was like a kid in a candy store. Like, she wants so hard to be accepted by the white women. Like, it's just
yeah.
I was gonna say that's but you know what is interesting? She's having fun around those white women, and those white women can give two shits if she's there or not. So
those white women are having fun with or without her.
She is giving friend of the show. Like, even with her drama, it's like it's still very forgettable.
Not even a friend of the show. At this point, she can. I'm sorry, Danny, but at this point, It's no need for Crystal, and I've been saying that
None.
since I said that since she got on the show last season.
You don't gotta
but
apologize to me. I'm here with you.
at
Yes.
this point, well, look, Sir Cross the Great. Is that Antonio?
I think it's Antonio because I
Sir
see a
Cross the
beard.
Great.
I see that smile. I see them
I see
sunglasses.
a beard.
Oh, he's switching it
him.
up.
Oh, great one. Oh, great one. I agree. Like she does not fit in with those girls. Like with the Garcelle clique. What the fuck was that?
It's
What is
Cortez's badass dog.
My dog is outside. That ain't my
You
dog.
damn
Oh
child.
my God, that's scared.
My dog is not even in this room, child. That's some over there. What's
Y'all
going
go
on
ahead.
there?
I always got to go ahead.
Okay.
Was that the spirit of Crystal? What was that? Oh my God.
Crystal said the Lion King after you.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
I want her so badly to succeed. Like I'm
No,
really.
you don't. No, you don't. It's over.
You gotta stop rooting for people like that.
It's
I mean,
over.
Jamie, everybody is not gonna show up. You still.
I'm just
over.
so. But look, we held out hope for Garcelle, and she showed up in season 3.
We held out hope for Garcelle. I ain't gonna lie because she's black. I had to hold out because she's black.
Well,
If
Chase
she wasn't
didn't.
black-
Chase ain't never
But
believed
no,
in her.
I always kept it real with a level of like maybe she could do it.
But you black,
know.
but I'm gonna support her, child. It was always
I would always say that.
What I say about Garcelle is that although she still lacks a few things that I would want her to show up about, she's found a way to show up for this franchise and kind of, you know what I'm saying, serve it in a way that they can maneuver, because I feel like we expect, some of us may be expecting a little Atlanta Potomac type, and she just ain't that type of girl. But I think she's found a way to make it work for her, and I'm enjoying it compared to the last 2 seasons.
But you know what though, the network has seemed to double down on her, and I think that because now that the reel is gone, I think that she can actually lean into this. Like she was doing first season, she was doing what Coming to America 2, and then the real, and so now like she can lean into this. NBC and Bravo had doubled down on her, so she needs to give it her all. And I think this season is a marked improvement. I will say that.
Jamie, you're not alone. Brittany and OB both want to see Crystal succeed.
It's not going to happen.
I think because it's like, my God, like these spatterings of minorities, like I want them so badly. But
you've seen the alleged, what is it, the little newspaper thing we get? Allegedly, she's not being, it's it for her.
Yeah,
so.
it's a wrap. And it sucks because she's not. I think that if she had been on maybe another cast, maybe had she been on during Puppygate, she would have been tolerable because she would have had Teddy there to be the intolerable.
But she's not. She's here now, and it's not.
But she's here now. I just feel bad.
Oh my God, they would add another boring person to that particular cast. My God, she's just not Housewives.
Here's a comment here. I want to address this comment from Give Me Shelter. Says Garcelle loved to be in the room with the whites. That is very true. Are we projecting onto Crystal what we see in Garcelle?
No.
What we've seen with Garcelle is with the mess. Garcelle lets those women run their mouths around her, and she smiles and nods, and she'll bring stuff up, but then she went right back over to her friend Sutton, and she lets her know everything them bitches say.
And I have always said that she is a sister. Not a sister. I've always said that. So, like, what are y'all like? No, 2 things can be true. 2 things can be true at once. My gosh.
I don't know.
We love you.
Maybe listen, Garcelle last season, she wasn't the most accepted amongst the group. She made it clear on what she felt. I feel like Crystal was trying to do that in the last 3 episodes, but it didn't really translate well. Unfortunately, it just didn't work for her. So
have you ever thought that maybe her 14 friends fell out with her because she was the boring friend? Maybe they're just like, God damn, girl.
Or she's the one that keeps bringing
stuff
stuff back up over and over and over and over.
And she's a lying ass, manipulative ass bitch. I think that too. And I think that's
Did y'all catch whenever she was the one that was so pressed about? She was so pressed about the use of her words and allowing them to let her say her words. But when Sutton called her manipulative, she was real quick to say, "Oh no, manipulative is not the right word to use. I'm not manipulative." Well, hold on, girl. If
Merriam-Webster, help me out.
My choice of words.
Merriam-Webster, help me out.
I do want to say this really quickly to give me shelter. The last comment, it says Garcelle has sided with the White Walkers over Crystal constantly.
Oh, girl. Crystal's shown her ass when it comes to
Crystal
Garcelle.
has definitely, if we gonna go there, Crystal has definitely not been present in the moments where she should have been for Garcelle from a minority standpoint. So I'm just saying, I think that reference is out the window.
That's an even wash.
Crystal defends minorities in theory. She defends minorities in theory. When it comes to practice, Crystal defends herself. She does not defend minorities.
But at the end of the day, like, it's, to be honest, like, you know, Garcelle being a Black woman and, you know, Crystal being an Asian woman at the same time, like, her stroke is a little different.
It's different. She ain't Black. Next.
She can actually, if she maneuvered well, she can get in well with the group. They would still treat Garcelle differently. Just saying.
But let's move on to the. Cortez, I just want to say, let's and with that debate, let's just like end it where Crystal begins with all of her microaggressions against Garcelle, and you can have it that as you will. Okay. Miss Big Words.
Hold on 1 second. I'm going to read this thing, child.
Are those words not big enough for you, Garcelle?
I do my knees.
All right, so then in the other scene, basically it's Dorit, Rinna, and Kyle, and they're just basically talking about Crystal. And Dorit just kind of shares how she feels that Crystal hasn't really been exposed to life and just may not have been. I'm just like, okay, Dorit, I don't understand. Who made you damn doctor? She probably
thinks she got a degree.
I was confused. Like, okay, like I feel like she was trying to go somewhere, but then she lost it when she said she hadn't been exposed to life and that she hasn't had many experiences. I'm like, what? Did anybody else get confused by that?
She had 14 friends to have experiences with.
Dorit can kind of go too, no shade, but you know, whatever. I mean,
this is another example of them wearing Crystal low, sitting around talking about how manipulative she is, how purposely obtuse she is in certain situations, how she claims victims. Yeah, they play her like a goddamn fiddle.
And then she sits right around those same same woman, and thinks she on the in crowd. Like, what's not clicking? What's not clicking,
girl?
And you know, Dorita's want to talk because just because Crystal has not picked up an accent everywhere she's visited doesn't mean that she's not world traveled and like, well, you know, versed in things. She's just an idiot.
I just want to know what the hell has Dorit been other than rhobh in her house? Because at this point, we ain't seen much of none of that happen. Like, where has she been? She seems to be so well traveled in this. Between her and Diana,
She uses Rosetta Stone because she ain't been nowhere.
Okay, because if I have to hear her say "gracias" one more time,
I'm
writing a letter. I'm writing a letter.
Baby.
Hi. Okay.
You're from Cleveland.
So we get to the actual yacht.
Cleveland.
Huh?
You're from Cleveland. What the fuck? I'm sick of her.
So we get to the actual yacht, y'all. And I'm going to say this is probably my favorite part because Erika at the beginning, so we seen this clip at the beginning. She's like, I'm lit, I'm drunk. You know, she's talking and slurring her words. I really believe this lady was drunk because Mama there is no way you could fake that for that long. That was think about how long they filmed, but from the moment they got on, from her falling, getting onto the boat, to her just sitting there while he's giving the instructions about what they could do. And then just maybe she had her legs open. She was all over the place. But I thought she was hilarious actually in my head because I love seeing people be drunk when I'm sober, and that's what I feel like I was watching.
Absolutely.
I agree with you so much because when I first saw the preview of that, I thought she was faking it. The whole being drunk thing, I really thought she was faking it. But seeing it today, I was hollering, laughing. Yeah, like I really was. And
she was having conversations with herself.
She did. Did you hear what she said? The name of her boat was
illegal. I said,
the illegal.
I can remember being that drunk and having conversations with myself too.
She's reminiscing about days past. Oh my God.
They said some folks say that she's acting out of sympathy and she is performative.
Oh my God. She is.
Here's the thing. Do I think maybe she's doing it intentionally? Yes. But do I think it was a real moment? Yes. I think she definitely took some damn narcotics or whatever.
She said she took 2 Xanax, right?
Yes.
Baby, you take
That
one
explains-
Xanax and mix.
But-
Take one Xanax and mix.
Yeah.
How do you know? Huh? Nothing. Listen. Listen.
Not David taking Xannies and
Jayne, you said you won't break his soul.
you know what? We gotta start doing the drug test over here at the lane because I was really
Cannot, will not. Xannies don't show up on a pee test.
We tested those too.
No.
We want
Anyway.
hair. Give me hair.
Well, I'm on, so I ain't gotta worry.
The only thing I didn't like about Drunk Erika, and I love Drunk Erika, don't get me wrong, because it reminded me of my favorite things about like the Real Housewives of New York, Ultimate Girls Trip. Like I was like, I cannot wait because they're gonna be drunk as fuck this season. Anyway, was her Harry Beaver? Like I was so relieved when they finally put a pillow on there. I did not want to see her hair in Chocolina. That was
She don't
gross.
have lamp. She ain't paying.
Baby, she was lit. She was asking Crystal about a threesome, and let me tell you what took me out when they played her song "Expensive." Did y'all catch Sutton say, "I'm not celebrating"?
I can't celebrate this. I can't
Maybe
celebrate
Sutton is sticking to this. Sutton is still saying, like, "Listen, I hang with this girl, but I'm not finna get in any kind of trouble."
Oh,
I know that's right.
and
She said she's not dancing to them orphan people music. Go ahead, Daniel.
when they showed Sutton from behind and I saw that shape, all I could say was, "Oh."
No.
Daddy, please.
Okay.
I was so upset.
Leave
It
her
was
alone.
wide, but boxy, slim at the same. I said,
No, stop
Sutton
it.
is a woman of a certain age. She has had her shapely days. Now she is gonna be
"I'm
boxing.
sorry."
She's never had her shapely days.
That was a lot to see.
We all saw the throwback
It's back
pictures.
and Erica's twat staring at you. That was a lot in one scene.
Baby, she was whatever.
Shout
and
out.
it was when Diana got stung by the
Good for her.
the dingy.
Oh,
Send me the address to that
She
jellyfish. so I can
said,
send a
"Go
care
down and
package.
pee on it. Go down and pee on that new girl." I'm like, "Ooh."
that was
love that.
funny. They don't give a fuck about those bitches. They don't.
They don't.
I'm not peeing on that.
About
Luke.
that.
She completely forgot that she was kind of big in a couple of episodes for the bar or something.
She didn't get what
Now
she
it's just
wanted.
a new girl. It's
She
crazy.
didn't get what she wanted.
You think she remembered on this? She was like, that bitch did buy me that ring. Don't piss on that new bitch.
Go piss on the new girl. I was like, "Oh."
I like Garcelle's response.
I have
I'm
a
not peeing on the new
question.
girl.
Go
Do you
ahead.
think that the stingray was black?
I'm dead.
Fuck the madam. I can't believe that. Oh, well, I'm so still upset about that. Yes, that's
Was it
old
black?
school Real Housewives of New Jersey, Chocolina. That's where I got that
She-
from.
Diana has worked me like nobody's worked me in a long time. Like even worse than I hated Drew. Like it's
And
bad.
she's only been on 6 episodes and had 3 lines, and I cannot stand this lady.
I think it's because she keeps
cannot
doing
stand
this.
lady.
She can't feel her lips because she can't feel her lips.
I'm just gonna say, Erika,
Oh
she
my
was
God.
hilarious to me. She seems to. That's probably the most fun I've ever seen her have ever. It's ever. Because I mean, she's never really been a fun girl, and especially here lately. But that was probably just seeing her drunk. You know, I know people are saying, you know, that it was part of a storyline, maybe so. But I mean, to actually take some damn Xannies or whatever and mix it with alcohol, baby, that's commitment. So I
She
say,
committed.
that's
I
commitment.
don't doubt that she set that up. I don't doubt that she set it up because for the past 6 episodes, she's been saying, "Oh, I'm on antidepressants and I drink so much. I drink so much." Like the girl, she was setting up her own storyline. So yes, I believe that she went there purposely. So the girls would probably talk about her being barred out and fucked up. But I enjoyed it. I wish she would have fallen.
Can I
Go
ask
ahead.
a question? Is there more drunk Erika to be talked about later, or is this time?
This is the only chance.
Go ahead.
Can I say, by the fucking way, if I am on a girl's trip and one of my girls is drunk out of her mind, don't be a Garcelle about it. Like, oh, like that was annoying to me. Like, she's had 3 margaritas. Oh my god, can you like, girl, quit drink counting and let the bitch like have her like I don't know.
Oh, Garcelle don't like her. Garcelle don't like her. That's why. Garcelle does not like her. Chase,
Now you
turn
turning on Garcelle for Erika. Then roll up now, Chase.
Now I know what I'm saying.
Wow, so now you're Team Erika.
Oh wait a minute.
Now you're defending Erika against Garcelle.
Is that what you got out of that? Is that what you got out of that?
That's what I got out of it. I
Yeah,
picked
that's
up
what
what she was putting down.
Everybody,
Okay.
these squares all on one accord. But we fired at we fired
These
at you because you the one.
These squares given, y'all don't have no comprehension. Because what I'm trying to say is, bitch, on
I know big
vacation.
words.
I didn't say you didn't. But on vacation, please leave me the fuck alone. Yes, I've had 3 margaritas. I'm gonna have 3 more. If I'm getting on your nerves,
Okay, but Erika didn't pay for the vacation or the margarita.
Well, I don't know who the hell you yelling at.
So look at this comment. You see what you see? So Ryan said, I heard Chase say he's happy Erika took from the orphans. See, that's what you see how things all mixed up. That's what I heard too, actually.
But see, I guess I look at it differently. Even if I don't like you, if you're drinking, if you're mixing pills and alcohol, I don't want you dead on my trip and ruining my time. So I'm
at all.
No, I agree. I completely agree.
But that's not where Garcelle was coming from. So
she said that she was mixing pills and liquor.
Show of hands if you think Garcelle would have cried if Erika died on that boat.
You think she would have cried?
I said I don't want her ruining my trip by dying.
Look, because if Erika had gotten too fucked up and started throwing up, guess what? We have to turn the fucking boat around, and you ruining my goddamn trip.
Not Chase's trending.
Go lay down, ho.
Dump her overboard and keep the party going. She took them Xanaxes and drank the margaritas.
Well, Erika didn't give a damn anyway. Erika, because the thing is, Erika actually stopped drinking. She didn't drink anymore on the boat. She was drunk from everything before. And so at least she had the decency to be like, I'm done drinking. Because she knew, baby, she took them pills. She can only have 2 drinks. After that, it would have been too much. I'm just saying.
We're going to have to get Ryan Johnson up out of here. What? No.
You gotta be like Sutton. Like, you know how Sutton said she went dancing to that song. You cannot give Erika too much because otherwise.
Look at this comment.
Look at Ryan's new comment.
Hey Ryan, hope you call in. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, so then we have the dinner at night, and Garcelle invites everyone to her birthday. Now, last year they had a birthday thing for her. This year she's throwing it, and I guess that's going to be charade next week. I think I saw that. Well, y'all said that. But Rinna, first thing I thought, because when she says that I'm going to invite Denise will be there, I was hoping that Rinna was going to be there, but Rinna's going to be in New York, and I'm like, damn, Harry, I would love to see this moment just to see what's going to happen. And I feel like Garcelle was hoping it too, but it gets interesting because, Sutton on the side, Sutton said, it will be so nice to see her. And I'm just like, y'all know damn well these girls don't fuck with that lady. The Sutton being petty. I love it. And so Rinna shares that she has reached out to Denise and basically lets her know that she responded back and the conversation went well. It was, she took her advice from last year. And I'm like, okay, cool. So for the most part, she basically, in a confessional, Garcelle, she's confirming whether or not Denise got the message when she responded. And she said Denise's response was when, insinuating that, bitch, what the hell, this bitch ain't text me. So what the hell y'all think going on with this whole thing, and why would Rinna lie, if anything, about that?
I mean, she lied about Harry Hamlin texting Sutton.
And no shade, they also said Lois is still alive.
Well, hold on. I also, what I got from when Denise said when, and Garcelle responded and said, well, wait, girl, how many times has she texted you then? Because I think she was saying, like which time? I don't know.
It was a little confusing. I think that she was alluding to that too, but I don't know.
And also, that confessional was taped, 3 months after?
Yeah, it was that
rap. So, I know Garcelle.
So do y'all think she actually texted her?
I think she did.
And do y'all think she actually responded?
I think Rinna probably embellished the conversation. I think Denise probably said thanks, and that's it. Rinna made it sound like they had a little kumbaya moment. Denise didn't give that lady the time of day.
You know what I would have said? Remember when Phaedra and Candy went to go see Chateau Charade, and it wasn't but sticks of dirt? They say, That what you would have got from me, bitch. Fuck yeah.
Shout out to Mary. Mary says, so happy to be able to finally catch a live recap. Welcome. Finally catch one.
Thank you.
Hi, Mary.
Thank you, Mary. I'm glad you're able to catch one too. Hopefully you can call in. We love to hear new callers. We love all of our returning callers. We love new callers too. So hopefully you can stay to the end and call in.
Miss Mary Mac.
Okay. Everybody in the comments kind of thinks he's lying about it. That's okay. Well, wait. Tonio says yes, she did. Some other people said no. Demetrio is Team Denise.
I
Demetrio
think
is
that
always going to be Team Denise. Always Team Denise.
He's got to let it go. You know, there's soap opera stuff. You got to let the soap opera go, love. You got to let it go. I think that Lisa Rinna did not text her when she said she did, but I think when she got back, she texted her or something like that. I don't believe it.
Just saying, if anybody asks, I texted you a month ago.
I know we've been fighting. I know we're not friends, but
do me a solid, girl.
Okay. So then at the kind of, I guess, the same dinner, Garcelle brings up that, and if I miss anything, let me know. But we can always go back. But brings up that she found it kind of rude or awkward that Diana did not give a response to Dorit about her book. And so, in her confessional, she says that basically, like, she's not that woman because Diana basically makes it seem like everybody is spectacular. Her word is spectacular. That's the word for this episode. One episode it was dark. Last week it was gaslight. This time,
so take a drink when you hear that word.
Right. So it was spectacular. And Garcelle thinks it's foolish. They think it's bullshit that she says that because she doesn't feel that way. And then you also see Diana kind of say that Garcelle has been the least welcoming to her. So,
but she didn't say it to her face.
No, she didn't. She didn't.
She saved that for the confessional.
Well, yeah, I'm going back and forth between the confessional and the.
She doesn't want to talk to Black content creators.
Let him finish.
No, that's not what I was gonna say. But from that scene, Diana really doesn't. She still doesn't drill into her actual book and what goes on. I feel like it's gonna come up again.
Yes, and her explanation.
And I hope it does.
Was I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't want to pat myself on the back. No, bitch, that's not why you don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
And when does she not like to pat herself on the back? Because she was just talking about how big her yacht was. She was talking about how much money she had. She's talking about how she doesn't have to go shopping. She allergic to shopping. Stuff comes to her. So like,
it's because allegedly you're old, nasty, funky, stinking, old ass, lip licking, madam. Sex traffic.
You lip licker.
Not lip licker.
You lip licker.
I hate her.
Okay.
I don't like her. She's
manipulative.
Yeah.
I promise
you watching for Diana right now. We are not on board with Diana. At this point, we were trying to figure out how she got her damn diamond, but at this moment, it don't matter. I don't care how she got it.
For it.
Blah, because she don't like Black content creators. And
you know who would? Huh? You know who would talk about that book?
Who?
Kim fucking Richards. Kim Richards.
Talk about the book.
Bring Kim back for one dinner. We're going to air this shit out.
I want to talk about the book.
Yeah, it got to be some truth in there because, I mean, she don't want to talk about this book, and it's just like, girl, this is reality TV. So at this point...
Why would you go on TV?
Yeah, it's reality TV. It's like, it's going to come up again. And it's probably going to be a more aggressive way.
I think Garcelle's going to bring it up and put the throw on
absolutely. Garcelle's going to bring it up every chance she gets.
When she can run from Andy, and Andy going to press her too.
Oh, love it.
Oh, says Diana is giving nothing. She's the worst first seasoner than Drew. I said what I said.
Yeah. All right, give me what is it? Give me what shelter? Give me shelter, honey.
I didn't think I think Drew is okay, but some people don't think that.
I enjoy Drew.
Well,
Danny.
It's making me
Danny,
like
hit it.
Huh?
Hit it.
Which one?
Oh.
Oh.
That was a real one. It was like, oh.
But you don't know. And it's just, yeah, I agree. I thought I would never hate nobody more than I hate Drew and Diana.
God damn, y'all.
Yeah.
We hate Drew. What do you want us to say? We don't like her.
Do you hate her more than Teddy?
I don't dislike Teddy. Who's Teddy?
What's the Teddy?
Never heard of her in my life. What's the Teddy?
Sammy's fave.
You're the one who wants her back.
Sammy's in the chat. Sammy, speak up.
Can we go to the next topic? Let's go to the next topic, Cortez.
So anyway, yeah, the last part of the dinner. It's not even that much that happened at this dinner, to be honest. But they kind of talk. Sutton mentions that she has a date. She shows her date to Erika. Erika's like, he's fine. She want him a little bit. Like she want a piece. She says, she likes and wants a lot of dick. That's her exact words.
Erika was shady though. Erika shaded Sutton when Sutton said he's younger than me. Erika said, "Oh, I know that."
I didn't catch that. That's funny. That is such shade.
Yes.
Well, right over Sutton's little head, child.
Yeah, catch
Poor
a child.
Sutton.
But
Sutton
they
is
talk
setting
about,
herself up.
they kind of
hoping
moved
that
from there.
on the bottom of
You
the
said
phone.
what?
I'm hoping his age was showing on the profile. And that's why Sutton.
Oh.
Oh, chance 99, Jamie. I think Sammy waiting on Jamie behind the stage, child.
Because
He's
at this
waiting for
point,
me in
it's way too
Houston.
many chances, and I just want y'all to fight.
Ooh.
He waiting for me in Houston. He ain't showing his face in Dallas again.
Oh, y'all were in Dallas this past weekend. Oh, that's crazy.
Baby.
Well,
Baby. Oh, it gets deep,
so let's talk about this last part before we get our callers on, because we get to
What
the
keeps
end.
going?
It didn't much really happen. They kind of get onto Erika and Sutton's progress as a friendship, and Erika just basically says that, you know, with Lois passing, and she didn't really want to be the Debbie Downer. She didn't really want to ruin the moment or bring her problems with Sutton out onto the trip. And I'm just like, okay, that's interesting, because I mean, they didn't stop you before, but hey, maybe blame it on Lois, blame it on the dead. If you must,
You know,
I'm just saying that's what she said, right?
But let me tell you what pissed me off about that. They say that, but they were all for instigating the mess with Crystal and Sutton, though. So y'all don't care about.
Yes, they were.
We don't like Crystal. We don't like Crystal
Or Sutton.
Okay.
Like,
Truth be told.
They don't like
they like Sutton a little bit. They like Sutton a little bit more than Crystal, though.
Well, Crystal's an easier target. Crystal's an easier target at this point. Crystal doesn't have anybody.
Also, Rinna looked very upset at Erika and Sutton getting along.
Yeah.
They was having a good time. Like I said, every time they had a sit down, I mean, like a little group scene, they were kikiing and talking. Like they were having their own moments. You know, Sutton kind of speaks to it, and Sutton is just like, listen, we've already been here. I hope that this is real this time, which is true, because they were actually having a good old time on that last trip last year. And then
Del Mar, right?
Was it what
Del
was
Mar?
it? Yeah.
I don't remember where they went. I'm glad somebody mentioned
it. Made comments about Sutton. So do y'all think Sutton like kind of gives a person too many? Is he too forgiving, you think?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, because she started out really strong. Huh?
I want her to stop apologizing too.
Well, she said she apologizes way too much to this group. And
she did say that.
Well, but also Sutton be saying some shit that she needed.
Yeah, but own it. Don't apologize.
Yeah. But
you know,
I think she has a lot of self-awareness, which leads her to feel bad. And the difference between her and these ladies, these other bitches don't feel bad. These other bitches feel bad about nothing. So their apologies are performative, and Sutton is genuinely like, shit, I'm sorry. I stuck my foot in my mouth again.
What did Mary say? You know, I can't read that down.
Mary says Garcelle has been the least welcoming to her. Basically to come in. She was like, as she should be. Garcelle sees the real her. Diana wants everyone to kiss her butt so bad. Bye, Madam. Room 23, Jenkins.
Oh, very quite contrary. I know that's right.
Like, you know, she rented out the presidential suite and had the girls going up in there. She had the girls coming out the presidential suite. She didn't get room 23.
Yep.
Ooh, man.
I did want to say though, allegedly. I did want to say that what I did like about Sutton this episode when it came to her and Erika was she point blank, flat out asked her, "You're not doing this," and then when we get back to BH, you're going to be like, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
Like that was some real ass shit. Like, what's up? Call it down, because we don't have to do this. We don't even have to do this.
Yeah,
I don't really like it.
But you know what I like about what I enjoy about Sutton is that she is forgiving, and I think she's just naturally a sweet person. But she really is not a person to go back. You know what I'm saying? It's she not like you said how Crystal circled back even literally within 24 hours after just arguing. She tries to move forward. I believe. I think that when she does forgive somebody, she does start on a clean slate. You know, versus somebody like me, it's like, oh bitch, I ain't gonna never forget. So I think she kind of I like that about her, but it's also her weakness.
Yes and no, because when Sutton makes the decision, you're right. When she makes the decision to move on, she will not bring it up as much. But until she makes that decision, Sutton will bring it up every conversation. Now, Sutton will bring it up.
Oh, absolutely.
She wore Crystal low this season. She wore her low.
We only 6 episodes in. We are only 6 episodes in.
She wore her out.
I think I enjoy that about Sutton, but I think this season, I mean, we've said it multiple times before. I think she's gotten hip to how these other bitches operate. And so now she's not really letting their shit get under the skin. Because last season, Sutton wouldn't have sat up there. And when Erika said, "Oh, you're smarter than that," you would realize if I'm lying to you. She would have cried and been like, "Okay, I believe it." This year, Sutton said, like, "I believed you last year, bitch."
Yeah.
Comment about Garcelle being a can opener was funny to me.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Oh, she's sick of Garcelle shit too, but that's her dog. She was like, girl.
Because Garcelle be opening the shit and then Sutton just left to fight for her life.
Garcelle is really in control this season. She's setting up a lot of little moments. Like I think Antonio said earlier, Garcelle was ready to produce the hell out of that damn birthday thing next week.
Mm-hmm.
But if Rinna's not gonna be there, then I mean I'm sure it'll still be some stuff going on, but it won't be like it won't be more of what we were expecting. So
Kyle was dancing like she had got a preview to Beyonce single before everybody else.
If I have to watch Splits McGee one more time, I am so
tired ass hair turn. I'm so
it's
tired.
So old.
Walking barefoot outside on somebody else's patio. Just fucking trailer trash. Just classless. Oh, I hate that bitch. But I liked it for one episode. This episode.
Erika, I'm confused.
Two things can be true at once.
Oh,
two things can be true at once.
Yeah, it's only been 10 minutes.
if Chase can be a flip flopper, I can be too.
Oh.
I did not flip flop. I called it how I saw it.
So we're ready for some callers.
Yeah. Okay, let me go ahead and send the link so we can get some callers on. If you've called in before, great. If you haven't, we always encourage new callers. So Mary, I see a lot of people in the chat all the time. I see Sierra Content in the chat. Give me shelter. You was very verbal today. Call in and let us know. Let us hear their voice.
I saw Andrew Gabor
here.
And let us know what you think about the episode.
Come on, Mary.
So what?
Come on,
Mary. Y'all ready for Ultimate Girls Trip tomorrow?
I'm ready. The preview looks crazy. I love it.
So here's the thing. So Dubai is cool and it's good and all, but baby, the girls are saying that it's not giving, and I'm sure to get back to where it's given, but we got to put the time slot where it's given. So I don't know. Ultimate Girls.
I think Girls Trip is going to give every week.
I don't know. not that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Not that Dubai will be canceled, but one of the two will become a show that's not recorded live. We'll just say that it'll be pre-recorded and posted. So,
well, I feel like Dubai will be the one. I don't mean to. Let me hush.
You won't break my soul.
You trying to get the other girls canceled? You trying to take money from other people's pockets, Nene Leaks?
You say fraud should go.
I never call Cortez to get you fired. I never call Cortez.
No, Dubai is good. Like it's a good. I'm enjoying it, but realistically, we only have so much time throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? And when it's just gonna have to work out that way. We got a lot of. I mean, Married to Medicine starts in 2 weeks. Hosted by yours truly, Chase. So y'all better get ready.
And we're definitely the first episode is going to be dedicated. I'm gonna have there's gonna be a black black silhouette, then a spotlight on me. And the first episode is dedicated to you, Miss Mariah Hawk.
Oh my God!
What? This is her.
Now let's lean in, bitch.
This is her third season gone. Why are we still dedicating stuff to her?
Yeah, Mariah's gone, child.
She's the creator.
Okay.
I don't know. Okay. Well, you know what? It looks like nobody's going to call in today. I guess because the episode was a filler. It was cool, but whatever it is, what it is. So, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get ready to lean out. Unless I missed anything. Did I miss anything that we can talk about?
Yes, you did.
Go ahead.
The first thing that you missed is seriously. The first thing that you missed was, did we talk about the plane ride?
Oh shit!
The plane ride. And the second thing,
take us through the plane ride because I had to get up the thing.
Well, the second thing that you missed is obviously Diana isn't the only person who doesn't like black content creators. Jamie. Anyway, yeah, bitch. Anyway, no, what?
He said the link is messed up. I'm listening. Go ahead.
Oh, people are trying to call in and.
People are trying to call in. I guess the link's not working, but we're gonna get it fixed, you guys. So stay tuned. So
is it not working now? Oh, you know what? I know.
Are you putting the old link?
All right, try that.
Oh God.
Try that.
You won't break
I
my
tried
soul.
it.
You won't break
My bad.
You
Dang.
won't break my soul. I'm gonna just sing that every
What
time
were you
say
saying,
the
Chase?
word.
What happened on the
Please
plane,
call
Chase?
in.
What happened on the
Um,
plane, Chase?
Well, I was in hair and makeup, but as far as I can recall,
Did they finish?
Go ahead and tell us the thing about the scene so I can let the first call on, Chase.
I don't like Jamie for nothing in the world.
You falling off topic.
So as far as I was concerned, what I remembered was the ladies were boarding the plane on the way back to Beverly Hills. Diana said that Dorit could sit wherever she would like. Then Sutton gets on the plane and asks to sit next to the other women in that section with Diana, and Diana says same seats. And so when Sutton gets back to Garcelle, she does ask Garcelle, "Were you sitting here the last time?" She was like, "No, I was sitting over there." And so then Sutton says, "Well, Diana, I thought we were fine, but she told me that I could not sit near her and I needed to sit in the same seat. So obviously, she's still holding a grudge from our earlier incident." And then we go on the way back to Beverly Hills with Garcelle saying, "Well, if you send her a thank you card for the jet, don't put my name on it."
And Sutton said, "I have my own plane."
Oh, Sutton
yeah,
definitely
that
let
was
it
a
be
flex.
known. She said, "Oh, I mean, I don't have to. I can get my own plane."
And Garcelle said, "You sure can."
I love it.
I mean, my thoughts on that specifically is that Diana, I guess maybe we gonna find out how she got a diamond
I
child.
also, though, am mad at
By
Sutton
being
for
racist.
trying to sit.
You said what? I'm sorry, Danny.
I said I'm mad at Sutton for even wanting to sit with her, though. You was gonna leave Garcelle by herself?
Well, I think that's that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. That's the forgiving heart. I think she just kind of, gingerly moves on, but then she's always reminded every time, literally, that these bitches ain't for her. From Crystal, from Erika, now Diana. So hopefully she stays on the road that she started on at the beginning of the season, But I mean, I guess it's kind of hard because you also don't want to continue this beef. You're in a group, you're gonna have group scenes, so you kind of have to balance. I think she creates a great balance. When it's time to argue, she argues, and when it's time to kind of like, oh girl, let's just have a moment. She has the moment.
She has that's Housewives though. You have to know when to hold
I agree.
them, when to fold them.
And some women, honestly, some women don't know how to do that. That's why we get these drawn out seasons like Kenya and Nene that just be like, "Woo, child!" It just gets to be everything. Arguing. All right, so let me get callers, Uncle Child. We moving a little behind. Our first caller is going to be Kyra. Hey, Kyra.
Hi, my sweet baby.
Hi.
Sorry about the thing. I don't know what link I sent you.
But you were like, "Oh, we're not gonna have any callers today." I was like, "I'm clicking this link and it's not linking."
My bad, child.
I'm over Diana, and I've been over her since the preview. Since the trailer came out, and she said, "You need a villain, I'll be your villain." I just knew right then and there something was not adding up, and it has shown itself these 6 episodes. The fact that we are on episode 6, and the only reason she says Sutton contradicts herself is because she's a bacon-eating vegetarian is annoying. Every time she's talking about Sutton, that is the only thing she says. Also, I find it very strange that she says that I've been welcoming. I have never seen her once try to walk up to Garcelle to have a conversation. And I think it might be, Black content creators. And also it might be that, since you have this weird fascination of, hating Sutton, then you don't want to be friends with someone who's close to her, which I can accept, but then just be real about that. Don't act fake like you've been trying to have this open relationship with this woman, yet you were just on a boat and her and her friend were talking and her friend's trying to relate to you about your brother dying. And she says, "I can understand that." It goes quick by a moment. And you get so disgusted, you just get up and leave. I feel like we skipped over that one too. So I don't know who put Barry and Diana's back. I don't know who put I don't like that woman. And that book, I don't like her. And I'm sorry, so many people have had sexy boudoir books. Who do you know has had this one book and all of a sudden all these rumors come out from this one book?
Nobody. And what woman has an amicable divorce where her husband willingly gives her 50% with no prenup or anything, and they're best of friends?
And why would she be a target for those rumors to come out? Anyway, she wasn't even well known, like a public figure.
That's the point. Is when she's saying "Oh, this book," I'm like, I'm sorry, Kim, too many people have those kind of books like that. I can't really remember the time, but those kind of books are like not out of the ordinary in like contemporary times right now. So I'm just like, it is very strange that, so you just had this nice life, you just live in the glitterati, you drop this book, and all of a sudden now people think you're a madam.
Yep.
So
I hate her.
And it also find it strange that tell me when my time's up because I can talk a lot. I also find it strange that she can never go after. I know I talk a lot and I talk fast. I'm trying to be mindful of the time. But I also find it strange that she can say she's this bit that I went through war, but yes, she has so much to say in the confessionals. And I like that Garcelle has come to a point now where everything she says in confessionals, she either says it in person or it doesn't seem like she's completely one. She's not the rest of the women I feel in theater. She's not there's a one where she says something in the confessionals and then she never says it in front of the person's face. I feel like she's kind of been the same person from in person in the confessionals, while Diana has all this to say about Sutton, and yet you have not really had a confrontation with Sutton. I'm sorry, Sutton was not screaming and yelling at that woman down. She raised her voice. You don't have to like it, but like this whole explosion, and yet you come from this war-torn country and you can get down and now you're crying, and then the next thing you're talking about how she could have headbutted you and she's trying to connect with you, and all of a sudden it's all about her. She talked a lot about Sutton for someone who does not like her. All of her confessionals are about Sutton. And Crystal needs to keep going away. I don't understand her. People keep saying that. I never saw Garcelle as trying to. I think Garcelle was always awkward being in the group. In the first season, she wasn't really there. But I don't think Garcelle ever hid that she was a Black woman. Well, I feel like Crystal does something. Like I can still see like a person from people of color trying to fit in with a group of white people, but there's still a difference of like you fitting in, but you still recognizing that like you're a person of color versus you fitting in and wanting to assimilate to whiteness. And I feel like that for me is the difference I could see if you want to say that Garcelle and Crystal have something alike, where I feel like Garcelle still wants them to acknowledge her Blackness, while Crystal is comfortable and has talked about wanting to be white. And that presents itself in a different way, where, as she said, every time there is a confrontation, somehow, some way, the most snappy she can get to and being very much so stuck up-ish is towards Garcelle. It's not towards the other women. And I think she feels comfortable doing that to Sutton because Sutton's only ally is Garcelle, which is the person of color. So I don't stand for Crystal in this whole like she got married young and all kinds of stuff. That girl has lived in China, has her dad was a doctor. She's lived her life. She's had it like I don't understand this whole baby thing. I don't like it. Garcelle's different than Crystal. And also I'm not gonna go up for a Black woman. She has to like pony up for Crystal because they're both people of color. I can understand her and Sutton because her and Sutton have built a friendship. But just because you are a person of color but you're still non-Black, I'm supposed to go up for you. Meanwhile, when we have conversations, you sit back with your head down. No. Those are my thoughts right now. Deepa?
Okay. I personally, I didn't understand Dorit making an excuse for her. I didn't see it as an excuse. I saw it as basically telling her this girl just, I don't know.
It's almost like she wanted to say she's immature and hasn't experienced life by herself.
Yeah, I saw less of an excuse with saying, how you be like, oh, child, she young, I mean, that's.
But Dorit denounced that the last time. Dorit denounced that the last time Diana tried to do that.
Well, coming from Dorit, it didn't really have much landing, to be honest.
Nothing coming from Dorit.
Our next call on, okay, Kyra, but thank you for calling.
I think the only thing they borrowed from Dorit was common sense. And I want to say that, I actually really think that Diana's a lovely lady.
Okay. The next caller is going to be
Danny is left.
Hey, welcome back. I ain't seen you in a while.
She ain't gonna have me on.
Oh my God, is it me? Hi. How are you guys?
How you doing? It's been a long time.
I
shouldn't have left me.
So sorry. I've been just like busy. I actually moved. So I just wanted to say thank you. I just wanted to say I don't like Diana. I do think like her like picking on Sutton and Garcelle is just so weird. And I think it's because Diana figured out a long time ago they're the weakest link. She would go after Crystal, but Crystal and her have a friendship. And Diana's into collecting famous friends. And whether we like it or not, Crystal's husband is a well-known person in the film industry. So I don't think she would alienate Crystal. But Sutton and Garcelle are a lot. I feel like, especially Sutton, she is the weakest link when it comes to how many friends she has in that group. Like Dorit even said it. Me and her are surface friends. We're not really friends. Like Kyle's always throwing her under the bus every 5 seconds. Erika's made it very clear she does not like her. I don't care how much she's pretending this episode she likes her. She does not like her. Okay? She tried to try some mess with Crystal, but she forgot Crystal is Bambi. She can't defend herself, and she cannot, like, especially this season when Sutton's, like, really has balls. Like, I don't know why she would send the lamb that is Crystal. You know? I also think I'm really loving Garcelle this season. I love that little, like, the snippy comebacks in her confessionals. I love that she's straight up, like, not afraid of these women, and she just, like, made these, like, really sly comments. And, it's funny because Dorit actually last year when Garcelle wasn't doing this, she was saying how she, like, says things under her breath. She's always, like, very cut and mean. And I'm like, this season she's actually doing it, and I love how Dorit's not pointing it out. This is like Dorit's time to be like, guys, see what I was talking about last year? You know what I mean? Yeah. And yeah, but she's not saying anything, which I find completely fascinating to me. I really do think Garcelle knows she's a fan favorite. I think Garcelle knows that I think these women, these white women are so scared to bring up race. Like, they're so scared, and I think the difference between, like, Garcelle and Crystal is Crystal does not want to say, I am a minority. You know what I mean? She's like scared because she secretly wants to be a white person. Like, a lot of Asian Americans have this. They really want to be not seen as other, especially when they're born in this country. They really want to be like, they want the same opportunities, and they want to be able to be in the same circle as white people. And I think Black people, we can never ever be in that, because the truth is history has always showed us that we will not be accepted. You know what I mean? And I think Black people are more understanding of how the world is, because we live in, like, a reality, as opposed to, like, it doesn't matter, like, to be to be, like, patted and be like, oh, you're a good minority. We know, like, that's not a luxury for us. And I love Sutton. I feel like, I hope to God she's, like you guys said last week, where, she's secretly like a racist. I would be so sad, because I really feel like Sutton's the only person who is really standing up and talking, and like, she's just really the only, like, form, because, like, they're too scared of Garcelle, so they'll never, like, ever attack Garcelle. But, like, Sutton, she's just kicking ass and taking names, and I think it's so good, because I feel like, because the way this season's going, I do see people like Erika and Dorit. Diana's gone. There's no, unless Diana does something in the next 5 to 6 episodes, I think she's gone this season. Which good writing. She was so boring. I definitely think that I would say Lisa Rinna is probably going to go this season, because she hasn't really done anything. She's really, like, put a, like, just had her, like, like, oh, I'll let you guys do the shenanigans. I think Kyle's working overtime for her paycheck. So, yeah. Can you guys hear me?
I feel we hear you loud and clear. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like and also, where's Kathy? It's like
she's coming. I think her and Sheree are coming in the season. Sheree's next week. I think Kathy comes next week too, or shortly after. It's soon.
Very shortly thereafter.
They're in episode 8, so it's kind of getting towards mid-season. So yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. Okay, man. I gotta get ready to let you go. Okay? Thank you for calling in. Okay.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
Thanks, Em.
All right, thank you, Em. Our last caller, which is gonna be quick, because we gotta get ready to out, is our very own Demisio. What's going on?
Hey guys.
What's up?
Hi.
Hey, first of all, Chase, me liking soap operas has nothing to
Oh my God! Wait a minute! Are you talking about Beverly Hills? It is late in Atlanta, and I'm not gonna sit up here and let you yell at me. You coming to Beverly Hills?
We gonna lean out. You need to get. If you,
I was calling in to say something. I just wanted to say.
I need you to get to that, because we got to get ready to lean out.
He cut me. He cut me off. So blame Chase.
Okay, go ahead.
I just want to say
because Denise's not on the show.
I just want to say I said this to Danny earlier, and he said that I was fired. But I'm really trying to, even though I am here for Garcelle coming after Erika, I'm very much here for that. I am like kind of. It is irritating, like. Girl, Erika ain't bothering you, so don't bother Erika. Like, if she want to drink and do all of that, like, let her do it. It is, like, kind of annoying. Like, I get it. She don't like Sutton. That's fine if you don't want to like her because of that. But it's just like, girl, mind your business. Like, it's just really not, I'm not understanding. Maybe I'm going to have to let the episodes go on to see more of why they conflict about that or whatever. But Garcelle's kind of annoying me with that one. I got to say that. And Diana is just irritating too, because like y'all said, you just cried and now you're talking about headbutting the damn woman in the head. Like, what the hell? Like, girl. And and I think maybe that's why her and Garcelle maybe feud later on, because maybe Garcelle is going to be the one to bring up the book and like ask some more questions and try to make her talk about it. So I guess we'll just have to see how that play out too. Honestly, I'm looking forward to the rest of the season, and I'm very happy that we finally get to see Cherie too. And to see how she meshes with the group and her feuding with Erika later on in the season as well. I'm definitely ready to see that.
All right. Well, thank you for calling, Demisio.
Bye, Demisio.
Okay. Well, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and lean out. I see a lot of comments in the chat. I wish I could put them all up. Basically, what I'm seeing is that there's like not a division, but the conversation between Crystal about Crystal, it can go really deep, and I see a lot of people coming. I think everyone's opinions are very valid, and if you team Crystal, ain't nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with it at all. I just don't align with it personally.
However, I think
hold on really quickly. So there was a comment specifically about a podcast that she was on. And I'm interested to actually see this podcast because I want to see what is it that she said that could make me feel different about her. You know what I'm saying? But I do also feel like what Sammy said, she had to bring what she said to that podcast to this show. Because unfortunately, I don't know much about that podcast until you said it, but I'm willing to look at it and see. If you can, post the link in the comments so we can take a look at it for those that are interested, of course. I don't know.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts before we lean out?
Ready for next week?
No?
I'm just really. I was reading the comments and stuff, and it's like I think everybody makes good points. I think that what M was saying in regards to how some Asian Americans try to align themselves to whiteness is kind of the same way that non-Black Latinos, particularly ones that can pass, align with whiteness. And the conversation around white by proxy and the proximity to whiteness as a survival space, it gets really, really deep. Ultimately, I think if Crystal really was the social justice warrior that she wants to be portrayed as, she would have a little bit of an insight into how she needs to show up for other minorities, particularly Garcelle, and not make herself the only victim of racism in the group. I think that's where Crystal has shot herself in the foot, and where a lot of Black and brown folks have been like, okay, well, this is where we get off this train, because you can't advocate for yourself and claim prejudice without advocating to other people who are living that experience to a larger degree. That's just my thought on it.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of like what we were saying about who in Salt Lake City, Jamie. When I was saying
that other lady, that other lady's name.
Okay. I just want to hear you say it.
That other lady, the one I always hated.
Child, please.
Wait a damn minute. You did not hate that lady.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But I want to say really quickly. I want to say really quickly that for those of you who are standing Crystal, that's totally fine. But we hope that you come back and watch us next season, because she probably won't be here. So we hope you lose your viewership.
You're so dirty, Chase. You are so
Did you call me dirty, bitch?
I mean, that's real. However, we appreciate all points of views, all opinions, and all of that.
She ain't coming back.
Okay.
Is that your point of view? We respect it.
Okay, on that note, we're gonna lean out. Thank y'all for watching today. Really good show, despite what we got from the actual episode. The episode was cool, but we pulled a lot from it. I'm glad we could talk about it with everybody. Thank you to M, Demisio, and who else called
Kyra.
And Kyra, I'm sorry. And Kyra for calling in. Sorry for the inconvenience of the damn link. And be sure to check us out tomorrow. Ultimate Girls Trip does start tomorrow. I don't know about the fate of Dubai, but
who's on Ultimate Girls Trip? Can you reveal the panel?
What time are we doing it
for Ultimate Girls Trip?
Can we do a panel reveal? Who's on that?
Oh, the panel. You're looking at them. Minus you, takes no shade. But
I'm gonna say, wait, what? Did you see my face? I was like, wait,
no, it's the panel for Ultimate Girls Trip is myself, Danny, Jamie, and I believe Chad. Chad, based on his availability.
Chad.
Yes, Chad. Chad is off of suspension. He can actually come and do some shows now. His paperwork. He get his paperwork done.
He took those court mandated sensitivity classes and racial.
It be at 8, 9.
It's gonna be at the same time. So it's gonna be at 8:30 Eastern, same time as we do the other shows. So 8:30 Eastern is gonna be tomorrow.
Ooh, it's deep and dangerous, ain't it?
Not Jamie. Like
8:30 Eastern.
Oh Lord!
I'm on
Listen, somebody gonna be here to talk about it, whether Jamie here or not. Okay. So with that being said, make sure y'all like this video and let us know in the comments what you thought about this episode and also how you feel about Erika and Sutton's relationship that they built, and also about Diana. Make sure y'all check out our video about Diana. We did a whole 30-minute lunch and lean. It was interesting. It's up. It's doing numbers. Go and watch it. Okay. Y'all have a good rest of y'all day, and we'll see y'all next time. Okay. Good night.
See you guys.